Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today for you guys, we are back with NHL hot takes for the season and just talking about the off season and
Yeah, buddy.
what happened. So, first, I'm going to go over my 3 hot takes for the season, and then we are going to talk about maybe stuff we think is going to happen this year and some off-season moves, maybe. So for my first hot take, it involves the Sabres, and it is that they are going to make the playoffs. They have the longest current NHL drought for playoffs. I think they've missed it 10 or 11 years in a row.
Yeah, that's a long time for all those Buffalo fans. Maybe someone became Rangers fans. What do you think?
They have enough talent, I think, and they're one of the younger teams in the league.
I want to know what they're going to do about goalies. That's my big question with Buffalo. They're going to make the playoffs anytime soon.
Probably will be
to upgrade.
Craig Anderson's last season.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to get a goalie soon or at the trade deadline, maybe anyone who's available.
Anyone who's young. I think they need somebody young. I think they need somebody who's played for a team that's also struggled, and they've done well there. Because look at Grubauer.
So Mackenzie Blackwood.
Yeah, maybe. Grubauer went for the Avs to the Kraken, and all of a sudden, all those holes in the defense showed off what kind of goalie he is, and he's just average, I guess.
Yeah, I won't talk too much about this one. I actually don't think it's that hot of a take because I think that the lineup's stacked with young players. Just looking at the age here, you see some older players, but you see a lot of young players as well, 19, because they brought up Owen Power, who's a top prospect for defense.
A couple of veteran guys they have, like Hosso and Skinner.
My next hot take involves, of course, had to have one for my team. It is that the Senators will have a top 5 power play unit in the whole league.
Ooh. Okay, who's on that power play? Let's hear it.
Batherson, Kachuk, Norris, Stützle, and Chabot.
Okay, so what I want to know about this, though, is who's their second power play unit? Who is the D guy running that? That's what they need.
Brandstrom is the second guy.
Brandstrom. Do you think they need an upgrade there?
No.
You think Chabot's good enough?
Yeah, they don't
produce.
They don't use the second unit much. They put him on 20 seconds. Josh Norris had 16 power play goals.
Yeah, Josh Norris is out of control.
And then if I go to Ottawa Senators, Kachuk had 9, Stützle had 7, Batherson had 3, Chabot had 1. So that whole line there contributed on the power play a lot.
Well, my hot take here is Stützle's going to blow up next season, and Batherson certainly is, but we all kind of know that. So I think the Senators. What do you think? They're going to make the playoffs?
No. But they're definitely going to improve from last year, and they're going to be a really good offensive team, maybe. Okay, my last hot take, it's staying in the Atlantic Division. It involves the Boston Bruins.
Ooh, the Bees.
And it is that Jake DeBrusk will be a 30-goal scorer this year.
Oh, okay.
According to this, he is a right-wing one. Bergeron is thinking about retirement. Pasternak will probably get traded, and Marchand is injured and probably will get suspended.
Yeah, they got to lean on somebody, and I kind of agree with you. I think DeBrusk can be that guy.
Career in the regular season, his highest goal season was 27 goals in 2018, 2015 last year, or 25 goals last year, and he wanted to be traded too.
That's true, he did.
But he didn't. They gave him a good contract that he liked, so he's staying with them.
Boston's a great organization, too. Let's face it. They've been great for so long, and they always, with that power line they have, what do they call that line?
Just looking at this team, it's not that great. Who is this guy?
Yeah, I don't even know.
So, I don't know. Especially if, those things happen with Pasternak getting traded and Marchand missing time, then this team...
That would be just a huge loss, though.
Might be a wild card
team.
team.
Even one of those 3 for a season, I just don't think the Bruins are going to make the playoffs. That's my opinion. It'd be a hot take. It might be a cold take.
So now we can kind of discuss what our teams are going to do this year.
Well, I'm a Flyers fan, so my big question mark would be Torts, obviously. And I watched the interview with him that he did with the press, and he's so enthusiastic. But yet, about halfway through that interview, he started getting real crabby with those his reporters. And I just think that coaches and players know going into this that they're pros. They gotta do interviews. They gotta do press conferences. They gotta appear in the public, and people want to hear their opinion on the game, on the play. It just seems like Torts is going to be a fireball with the Philly press, and Philly's going to go after him because the Philly market, Broad Street bullies. That includes journalists, and I just think that he needs to tone it down. One of the interviewers asked, "Did you mellow out?" And he totally skipped over the question. So I think the Flyers will do better this year because how can they do any worse? But Torts, I really hope he lays the law down with the team. He gives them some identity, and maybe he gives some players some freedom to be a little creative. Because I don't know that he's that kind of coach. He's the same guy he didn't like the lacrosse play. Yeah, he's not a fan of that. So.
Also, just looking, this might be another hot take that Brady Tkachuk is the best all-around player in the league because he had 67 points in 79 games with 117 penalty minutes, 288 shots, and 270 hits.
He loves to shoot. Oh my.
And hits.
Yeah.
So talking about the Senators, no, I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. I think they're just gonna develop their players this year.
Which is a good plan, I think.
And just be okay at the trade deadline.
How's their goalie situation this year? You think it's going to be...
That's fine. Forsberg's going to do fine, and Gustafsson will develop more this year.
Okay.
So that's it for the video, unless there's anything else.
Hey, congrats to the Avalanche on the Stanley Cup.
Mm-hmm.
What a playoff season.
They definitely earned it. They were the faster team, the better team. And they outplayed Tampa. It seemed like every game in the shots. And I think they mostly deserve to win that. So, yeah, that's going to do it for us, and we'll see you guys.